All right. Hello, everybody. Hello and welcome. Welcome to another edition of our LMGY Wednesday event. This is Shane Hyman, your CEO of Lifestyle Marketing Group, Inc., and we are very excited to be here. Very excited to have reached yet another goal, okay, a major goalpost in our vision and in our plans moving forward. Our founder's opportunity is officially over, and we're excited as we just finish out these final days of the month and prepare ourselves and position ourselves for the June 1st soft launch. So I just want to thank everybody for your participation, for your dedication, for your vision, okay, and your ability to not only have vision, but the courage to take action. One saying that I picked up along the way is that it takes vision to see things before the masses. All right. But it takes courage in order for you to take action. Okay. So just want to thank you guys for your vision. I want to thank you for your courage and all of the action that everybody has taken so far. It is definitely, proving to do the trick and get the job done. So just really excited for what's happening. I myself, I'm out in the field right now. Had a meeting with Care Ultima that ran over, but we had to have a hard stop so that way we can open up and do our Y Wednesday meeting. So just really happy to have you guys here on the line. I know a lot of you are very excited. We have some senior founders on the line right now. We have some founders on the line right now, and honestly, guys, this is your win. Okay, our win together. Anytime we plan something and we execute it, it's okay to take a moment and really enjoy the win, and then get back at it. Right, do it again. Set the next goal, work towards the next goal, maintain consistency towards the next goal. And as we do that together, then, we'll just keep climbing those stairs all the way up to the top, where we execute our grand vision. So we really are. We're off to a great start, and I'm just honored to just know every single one of you and have your participation as we do this together. So since I am out in the field, this is a little different. This is my first time doing this, so bear with me. And I appreciate you guys. Okay, but this is cool, be able to do this out here on the go as well. So there will be no sharing of the screen, or I won't be playing a video, but we'll be able to jump right in to our Y Wednesday. I know there's a few people. I've spoke to Candy, and I think we have a few people who would be interested in sharing their why today on the call. So I'm looking for Candy. I don't see her here just yet, but I'm scrolling through on the phone, so it looks a little different. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and hear from Bruce Martin, if you are available, Bruce. Let me unmute you here also and welcome you up to the call here tonight for our Y Wednesday event. How you doing, Bruce?
I'm doing fine, Shane. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, I am just absolutely fantastic. I know I'm a little busy with a few things, so I haven't been as active in our chats and on the corporate Facebook group and page. But I am. I'm just absolutely excited and happy for where we are and where we're going.
Yeah, good deal, man. And we appreciate what you're doing for us. Really do. I think everybody here, would say thank you, shake your hand if they could meet you in person. Wine Wednesday. I guess maybe I might have come up with another wine today. As you know, there was a tragic within our family, and one of our founders passed away and left, I think, a kid and one on the way. And so we're going to make a little group effort by this team family to kind of help his account keep going. So that's a good why for me, because that's one thing that I would like to accomplish in this business is helping people out. One of them being myself, but I'd really like to help other marketers out too. I've seen them struggle so long, and but I thought that was kind of terrible for that to happen here just right after we closed out on getting all the founders that one of them passed away. But we're going to help him out. We're going to help one of his friends out. I'll put it that way. We're going to help one of his friends out, keep the account going, fund the money to the kids, and take it from there. I'd also like to say again, congratulations to all y'all for getting here. Feel like it's an honor to be a part of this. I know I do. I feel honored, and I hope everybody does that's on this call or in the founders. You know, I hope they're honored to be able to participate in this. I felt real lucky when I got word of it and I looked at it, and man, my head started spinning and I started thinking, and I wanted to share. I wanted to share it with everybody I know. Still sharing. I got a bunch of them that hadn't bought in yet. I don't know what's wrong with them. But anyway, Shane, that's about all I got on my mind today. I haven't seen Candy on here yet.
Got it. No, and you know, I totally agree, Bruce. You know, and again, you know, I want to send our condolences as well, you know, from Vernicia and myself to the family of our dearly departed founder. And you know, it hits you when you're in such a celebratory moment, and you receive some news like that. So our hearts go out to his family, and also his sponsor, okay, who's one of, you know, he's a really great guy. We see him all the time. He's spoke on our events before, and you know, I won't put him on the spot because I know these are emotional times, but just letting Ty know that we're in support of you, and sending our love and our prayers for you, as well as the family of Russell. And you know, this just shines a light on what it is, one of the components that we want to have moving forward, so that can lead into another version or another vertical of my why, right, of giving back. Okay. And it's not, for me, it's not just giving back to, you know, children in the foster care a system, and disadvantaged children and things of that nature. It's just there's so much need in the world in general, and I feel that, you know, again, that's why everybody's unique why makes a difference, you know, because a huge part of that is going to be giving back. But in the future, you know, and even in the very near future, we are also having plans to incorporate uh, charity and philanthropy and nonprofit type of organizations and systems into our ecosystem of what we're doing. You know, so there's already a lot of charities and nonprofit organizations who we love and we will support. But as a blanket, we're considering forming one of our own that will work in conjunction with a lot of these organizations. We've even thrown a potential name out there, LMG Cares, okay, as you know, as a nonprofit entity, as a charity, as you know, a method for us to collaborate with other causes and organizations who are giving back, as well as us uh, building, launching, and releasing our own programs that we can give back through as well. So this just, you know, this just shines the light on how much that really is needed. And at the end of the day, in order to accomplish anything, you know, if we all put our mind, if we all put our deliberate focus and desire on certain things, they will manifest. They will come to pass. They will be a reality for everyone to live and experience. And I just want to put it out there. You know, the fact that we can give back together as a community is something that I'd like for us to plan and execute as well. And it all starts with caring for each other and taking care of our own. And from there, you know, we can all branch out with that blanket of love and cover as many other people in the greater community outside of us as possible as well. So I know we can make a difference. I know we can. And again, we send our condolences to the family. And Bruce, I appreciate everything that you're doing, Candy, everything that you guys are doing as well in general, and also in the face of some tragedy. So, all right. I'm on this phone, and I know there were a couple people who wanted to share tonight, and I didn't have the list in front of me. I did get a message from Candy. I want to let you guys know that there's storms in her area as well. When we spoke earlier, before I went into my Care Ultima meeting, she told me about this tornado watch that had come out. But at that point, she was still comfortable on the couch, and she said, "Oh well, you know, we'll see how this thing plays out." But based on the message that I'm just looking at now, the storms are big, so maybe they may have, went to that secured section and not having as much cell
she's
service.
gone.
I was able to get on, Shane. The storms are big. The storms are big, but so is my faith. I'm on.
Oh, amen. I appreciate it. You know, guys, I was telling her, you know, I don't know anything about that. I'm born and raised in California. So every time any of my friends or family tells me about those storm watches and the things that they're doing, all I could do is imagine. So, you know, I appreciate your big heart. I appreciate your big faith. I appreciate everything that you're doing, Kathy.
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry though, I did get on late and I'm not sure if anyone has spoke yet or not. I do know of a couple people who wanted to. Has anyone spoke so far?
No, it was just myself and Bruce so far.
Okay. All right. I know that well, if you don't mind, we had a couple people who, you know, are just not ready to get on, but they did leave their why in the chat. And so if you don't mind if I read a couple.
Oh, please. Yes, that's fantastic.
Okay, one moment. Okay, so we have Mocha, and I hope I pronounced that right. Just beautiful spirit in our chat. And she said, I would love to get on and speak, but I'm just too nervous. I will get on when I'm ready, but I will say that I appreciate all 1,050 of us reaching our goal. And I know this company is going to become the largest advertising company with time and patience. I honestly never joined a network marketing company, but this one stood out to me as unique and different because this one actually cares. I will be right back. Somebody's at my door.
Who let the dogs out?
Oh, that's my son's favorite song. Oh, well, they're keeping guard also as Storm Watch Patrol too. So hey.
Yeah. Hey, Shane, while Candy's off, I'll throw in, I made mention of it in a chat a while ago, one of the chats that we have, that anybody, I will set up a Zoom and anybody that wants to get on there with me, we'll just kind of talk. It's maybe try to help people get a little relaxed and open up so they can get on the camera and get on the Zooms and speak, you know. This guy here is not very good at it, all right? So you're not going to look crazy in front of me, all right? But anybody that wants to do that, just reach out to me. I'll set up a time to do it. And it's a powerful tool in marketing, people. It took me a while to figure it out, but it is. If you're really serious about marketing, turn that video on and talk. All right.
You know
So
what, Bruce, you're absolutely right. And I think that's great. I appreciate you offering that too, because, you know, if you take it one step at a time, you know, and you get a little bit of that practice, the practice without pressure seems like
exactly.
a good environment to just kind of, you know, what do they call prime it, right? You know, primer
Yeah. Yeah.
that engine and
Yeah.
get your juices flowing and start to build that confidence a little more. Yes, that would be great.
I'm back, Shane. I apologize. That was free entertainment provided by my Bichon Poo, Basil, who thinks he's a German Shepherd. It was a neighbor looking for their dog that's out in the storm. Bless their heart. So I just called their doggy found. Okay. Do you want me to go back and read that? I apologize, guys.
No problem at all. Yeah, and I was enjoying hearing. I think you said it was Moshe.
Moshe. Yeah.
Moshe.
And see, all this is why you shouldn't be afraid to speak, because, you know, this is just crazy life. Things happen, dogs bark, and things don't always go smoothly. So yes, I will go back here. So she just said that she so appreciates all 1,050 of us reaching our goal. And she says, I know that this company is going to become the largest advertising company with time and patience. I honestly never joined a network marketing company, but this one stood out to me as unique and different because this one actually cares about helping people and changing lives instead of just making money. And I appreciate and love that so much. So the fact that we are going to change so many lives with this, whoever we bring on in addition to the team, that is my why. So that was
That was very special.
yes. And then we have Lisa, if you have time for another one.
Yes, we certainly do.
Okay. Lisa says, unfortunately, she's going to miss tonight's call. The kids are still doing homework, but her why is she just had a baby in December. Congratulations, Lisa. It's her first girl. And she says, I want to have the freedom to be home with her, watch her grow, and be involved in my older boys' activities. I want to leave the warehouse job for a life of family and growth, and I sincerely believe that this is the company to do that with. So that is Lisa.
Oh, thank you, Lisa.
And then I believe Bruce, Michael Spriggs has one in the chat in the back office if you want to read his, if we have time for that.
Go ahead, Candy, read it. You do it much better than me.
Oh, okay. Okay, so Michael Spriggs
And thank you, Michael.
I see that, Nelson, who let the dogs out. So Michael Spriggs says, my why, the reason why I do this business is because I want to be able to help others out and also become successful, and also to prevent homelessness and bring it to an end by me being homeless twice. I feel we have a lot of rich and wealthy people who can do so much more. They have all those millions and billions. They can stop homelessness. I need to bring it to an end. It's not about me. It's about helping others. I need to help churches and people of all kinds. And that is from Mike Spriggs. That is beautiful.
Yes, it is. Thank you, Mike. He does. He has such a big heart. And it's, you know, when you live through things and you're willing to allow your experiences to create that burning desire to make a difference, then you're really on the right track in life. And we appreciate that, Michael. Thank you.
We do. And I know that Randy from our team, if you can find him on here, Shane, he said that he would speak tonight. So Randy,
Sure.
if you're still willing to do so, we would love to hear from you.
All right, Randy, I'm going to go ahead and unmute you and see if you're willing and available and ready. Randy, you're unmuted, sir. Are you, oh, I thought you were unmuted. Let's see. Well, I pressed the button. I wonder if you're connected to audio. You would have to have your mic set up in order to in order to, get this access. So if you get a chance, to set up your microphone and you can drop something in the chat, and we would love to hear from you as well, Randy. And thank you for being willing.
You know, Shane, one thing I wanted to say about Michael Spriggs's why. One of the things that I love is when you see someone, because you hear about, you'll hear people say, well, gosh, did you see that? Or somebody should do something. So Michael sees something that's happening in the world, and he wants to be, he wants to help correct it. So rather than him say, somebody should do something, he's actually being the someone who wants to step up and do something. So I just think that's a beautiful thing. And it looks like we got Randy on here.
All right, I believe we do. Hey.
Yeah, my why is basically, since I've been doing this probably for maybe 6 months now, and I've done it a while ago, but I stopped and went back to work. But basically, it's like mainly my friends and my family. It's like nobody. When you start talking about online businesses, nobody wants to even listen to you or even hear it. So basically, I just want to prove that there is something out there that does work and can work. So you don't have to work 48 hours, 50 hours a week.
Absolutely, proving that concept and helping to impact people's lives one person at a time, because once we, as we continue with this, it's just more and more proof in the pudding, so to speak, right? And and honestly, that's what the industry needs, because sure, as I said, it takes vision to see things before the masses and courage to take action and benefit. But there's so much hurt. There's been so much, failure and disappointment in the world, that there's a lot of people that need to see something to believe. Okay, vision is just not enough. So that's why I applaud everybody in the beginning stages here who have that vision, because that's part of your purpose of helping the other people who don't have vision. And of course, we're not looking down on anybody, and we're not saying that wow, you really missed out, because you didn't miss out. What's yours is yours, right? So we got all of our founders in right now, right? And the folks who come in afterwards, on one hand, we could think about it as, wow, you missed out. But on the other hand, no, you didn't, because what's meant for you is there. And now is the moment. So when you encounter it and you're willing to take action, you'll benefit from your now action, But I appreciate what you're saying there, because, as we lay the foundation, that foundation is going to enable us to show the world and prove to the world that these type of concepts exist, and they can and will make a difference. And as we do that, we will impact far more people's lives from the ground foundational work that we're putting in now. So I really do. I appreciate that, Randy. I also saw someone with a hand up. This is the first time me seeing that hand on my cell phone here. So it works. So thank you for raising your hand, Samsung. I have a sneaking suspicion that this is Michelle, but let me unmute it and see if I'm correct in that assumption. You're unmuted, Samsung.
It is Michelle.
Awesome. And thank you. I figured I'd take the risk and pay for it later.
You're right every time.
Well, thank you for raising your hand, and we always love to hear from you.
Thank you. Okay, so I want to start out by saying this is sort of my why. Lisa, who posted in a group, is my daughter. And she works for a warehouse where she's gotten 2 injuries so far. And she is, again, out of work. And I called her last night and I said, Lisa, you need to get in now. The founders are going. So she said, Mom, I won't have the money till next week. I said, you have the money tonight. We'll get you signed up and then you can take care of it later. So reached out to Candy because I had no clue how to do it. and got her in. And these are my grandbabies. And one of them is gifted, and she wants to make sure that he has every opportunity financially, even though he's getting scholarships, to get him where he needs to be. And I'm sorry, I'm getting emotional because I know that this is going to change her life. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been bugging her every day. Lisa, get in, Lisa, get in, Lisa, get in, until she finally told me, Mom, I don't have the money right now. So I am so glad that she got in as a founder because this is going to change her life and my grandbabies and my son-in-law, who I love dearly. So I also wanted to add one thing. The other night, as Randy said, there's naysayers out there. I was with a very good friend of mine. I consider her a sister. And she says, tell me about this business you're in. So I started telling her a little bit, and she says, it sounds like a scam to me. Well, I just left it at that. I didn't answer anymore because all I kept saying was, okay, once you see what this is doing for us, then you'll see that I'm not going to introduce a scam to you. So it's for everybody else that says, nah, not going to work. Well, we're just going to have to show them that this is going to work. And I am so grateful for this company.
That is awesome. Thank you so much, Michelle. We always appreciate hearing from you. And you are absolutely right. You know, I can't remember specifically what the saying was, but there was a few things that was circulating around on social media. My wife, Bernicia, and I seen it multiple times. And it was something like, you know, I'll just paraphrase it, something about not trying to convince people or trying to, you know, talk people into certain things when their mind is already set, basically, you know, and honestly, I mean, you know, to try that is just an energy sucker and drainer, you know, when you're really trying to convince someone. So we do, you know, we have to recognize where people are and understand it, right? Understand them and have love and compassion for it as we move on and move forward. And honestly, that's the same type of procedure when you think about marketing and when you think about any other type of system. You know, you have to sift and sort and funnel, and in that process, you're identifying who's who and where they are, and you respond to that information accordingly. You know, so and that's good, you know, because you know we're planting seeds, you know, and that's what I love about this business too, and that's what I love about the core group of leaders that we have in the beginning here, the quality and the understanding that this is not an overnight type of thing. This is not a get rich quick type of thing. I mean, this company, these concepts, they take time, they take dedication, and they take consistency, and over time, you can see that massive result. You know, time and dedication. So you know, along the way, with that in mind, we have an opportunity to identify who's out there, who's going to see vision, who's going to participate. And for those who don't fit that description, what have we done? We've planted a seed. We've planted a seed. And we've continued going on. And as we move forward and we stay diligent, you know, our actions and our consistency is continuing to nurture and water those seeds, whether we recognize it or not. Okay. The people, they're watching, and they need that time. They need that time, you know, and we have to do our part by sticking in there till the end and showing them exactly who we are and what we're to do, because that's what it's going to take for them to get in and change their life at whatever point they have that awakening and do so. So I really appreciate that, Michelle. I really do. And like I said, it is always a pleasure.
Thank you. Yes, and just one more thing. I do know that once this business is really taken off, my husband's going to be the first one to tell her, you should have gotten in, you should have gotten in. But eventually she will, because my husband's my rock. He's like, yeah, just go make us some money. I'll support you in whatever you want to do. So like you said, it's just a sit back, wait, and let them see what we're doing, and it'll all fall into their lap, and she will get in. I know she will.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's excellent. That is excellent. And thank you again. Absolutely. Now,
Thank
I
Thank
do
you
you.
see
so
that.
much, Michelle.
Thank you, Candy. I love you.
I love you. So Shane, we also have Zeus. He's new to our team, I believe, and I just started seeing him in the chat recently. So I'm so excited to get to know him a little bit. But he wanted to speak tonight if he can, and it's Zeus.
All right, great, excellent, and thanks, Zeus. I see. Hmm. I see you in here, but I don't see a microphone. So if you could please connect your microphone, and as soon as you, I mean, you may be connected to the audio, so that way you can hear us, but you still have to also pretty much set up your microphone on whatever device that you're on, because right now it's not showing me an option for you on the microphone. Okay. So as soon as you get set up on that, we will gladly hear from you. It's always great to hear from someone new. Okay, in the meantime, I also do see that Robert has his hands up, and I want to go ahead and unmute him. But yeah, Zeus, if you could please just double check on those settings and get your microphone configured, and we'll circle back around to you. All right, so Robert, how are you doing?
I'm good, Shane. Oh my goodness, it's been very busy last few days. I think I mentioned the other day that my dad took a tumble. He's got some injuries in his arm and his shoulder and his hand, and we're trying to do best we can to help him out. He's 88. My mom's doing too much. Her back is bothering her, her hips bothering her, and of course my issues with my back. So yesterday, Shane, I was going in and out of the webinar. I would turn it off and walk out of the room and go help them with the kitchen or in the help them with the laundry and get back on. I knew you were going to call on me yesterday, so I was trying to get back. And so it reminds me that my why is so important. I want to be there more for my parents. I work 12 hours graveyard shifts. I sleep during the day. I miss so much on the weekends. I work Friday to Monday. I miss so much with the family events and different things for the last 8 years. I need to make up for that while they're still in my life. And it's hard because they have their issues, and it's hard for me to help them. And so it's so important for me to do this. Yeah, I'm starting off a little slow. I've been 3 weeks. I had 12 people that are very serious. Only 2 stepped up to the plate. And it's hard for me to do follow-ups with my time restriction. But you know what? Things are going to change very quick. Shane, I have so much plans for my professional side. My business side wants to come to play again, and I can't wait to release it out to the world. And you're going to see a big difference with me very soon. As a matter of fact, I wanted to tell you, Shane, you've only seen me with low energy and not a clear mind right now. Because of my health issues, I'm slowly coming around. I'm around 60, maybe 70% of where I want to be. So you're going to see a big difference in me pretty soon. And so I'm excited to be helping people. And also, Shane, Fashion Valley Mall in San Diego has Microsoft Store has a 100-inch computer screen, and I have opportunity to. I've been there before. We could do a business presentation. So I just want to let all those know when we get to that point. If anyone knows anyone in San Diego that needs a little helping hand, Robert will step to the plate. I will be more than happy to take care of your people for you. Whatever I got to do presentations for them, help them get going, connect with Shane, do big giant webinar with your big face up in the 100-inch screens, Shane. So
nice.
Maybe you can come down. You're not that far. I'm in San Diego. So, but I will, that's down the road, of course. But there's so much we can do together. Remember, folks, this is a team. Together, everyone achieves more. So we're in this together, helping each other grow together. We're family. And that's so critical. That's why this business is so awesome for anyone. Anyone. We all have a why. It's just a matter of finding out what it is and living your why, enjoying your life. This business will let you to live your life again, and you can dream big again. Doesn't matter whether you're, again, like I said before, whether you're shy or you're inexperienced in business, does not matter. This is perfect for anyone and everyone. Come on, folks. We'll all have a great time together. God bless, Shane.
God bless you too, Robert, man. We really appreciate it every time. And, I got to say, if you're not 100%, my goodness, when you finally get there, you're just going to be over the moon because you are absolutely explosive.
That's right.
So, so we appreciate that. And, I appreciate your why. I mean, to honor your mother and father is a call. And it's a call that I follow as well. So I appreciate you sharing that. I appreciate your love and your sentiment, and I know that all of us could probably connect on that because if any of us is fortunate to still have our parents around, then that is a blessing. And I know just in the having of them that's a key part of your why, right? I mean, how could it not be? My goodness. So we appreciate your loving remarks and what you're doing to help your family and help your mother and father as well. So that's special. All right, so we have Zeus with the mic up as well now, so that's exciting. Let me go ahead and unmute you.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Hey Zeus, we can hear you, and thank you for joining us and being willing to share.
Okay, now I just barely caught on to the last story, and it's like, yeah, nothing can fit like that. I don't know, it's kind of weird to explain because I was already a networker before the person that put me on. They was a networker too, and how can I say it? The way I post, it's like I'm not what they call it, trolling, I guess. I'm not a troller. It would seem like I'm a troller, but I'm more of a different view on things. So there's a company out there, I ain't gonna put no names out there, but they're more known for like doing something, but most of the people are into recruiting. And I don't like how they setting people up like that. If you're a recruiter, go ahead and say that you're a recruiter. Don't be ashamed of that. You know what I mean? So I get on people that's like that. So she told me about this company, how we all about recruiting and doing all the extra and yada yada. So I'm like, okay, it sounds like the other company, but it's not like that. So I'm like, all right, sounds good, everything good. Bam, I'm in there. So now it's to the point where I don't know how to advertise the company because I still want to keep that, don't be ashamed of how to be a recruiter. You can come over and do all that. But I don't want to throw no elbows at anybody. So would that be an issue with anybody? Like, is that an issue?
Issue
I need to know because I'm something like a comedian. Let's put it like that. So people take me the wrong way when I start networking. Like, I throw jabs at a lot of people. It's what I do to advertise. It's like, you know what I mean? I'm not like an average networker. I don't really like to talk about, the business, da, 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 da. I like to show people that you can make fun while have fun and still be able to make money at the same time. That's my kind of work. So I like to, be funny about things. And I'm still real about everything. Everything I have is a solid point. So it's not like I'm just picking on people without no agenda to it. It all has a solid point, but I just have a different view on things. So my thing would be is, can I still advertise the same way I do now? Or would y'all prefer me to stop throwing jabs at people, stop doing all the extra, just calm down a little bit?
Okay. I have a great answer for that. Okay. The first thing that I would like to say is whatever that you're doing, if it is actually working for you, is one thing, and if it's not, that's another thing. Actually, could you just hold one moment? I'm sorry, you guys. I just need you to hold one moment. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, everybody, I'm back. So, yes. So now, if it's working for you, that's one thing. That's an identifying factor to determine, how you proceed moving forward. The next thing is, being compliant. Okay, that's the next thing. So we have to, always analyze ourselves and what we're doing whenever we're representing this company. Okay, there's a lot of other companies out there, and some of them don't care. They just all they care about is the bottom line. So they'll allow almost anything, you know, because they're just bottom line oriented. But here with LMG, we want to make sure that we maintain a proper image, a public image, as far as how we represent ourselves and how we represent the company. Okay, so yeah, I would encourage you to enhance yourself. Okay, you never want to change who you are, right? We want everybody to be authentic. Be yourself. Yeah, and sure, we all can improve, right? So find a way to improve, find a way to enhance, find a way to better yourself where you can still be the same you, but you can do it in a way that you elevate. Okay, you want to elevate your game, and you know what? We have leaders and we have systems, and we're going to continue putting those out there in order to let everybody be able to see those results. Okay, so you'll notice Candy Schultz and her team already have proof of concept. They're already following these type of systems that could pretty much create the results that you're looking for, maybe even without being antagonistic or pushing buttons or whatnot. But I hear what you're saying. I mean, controversy stirs things up. I mean, I've seen that, and I've seen that strategy. But again, when you're representing the company, you want to make sure that that we keep the proper image, when we're out here, doing it. And honestly, we want to create a uniformity, right? We want to make sure that we have a uniform way for everybody to promote and see success. So to summarize all of that as an answer, we don't want you to change who you are, but we'd love to empower you, and we'd love to encourage you and support you as you continue to develop, because personal development is always an ongoing thing. I mean, we're always getting better. My grandfather, he was a powerful man of God, and he showed us that as wise as he was and as much power as he had behind him, that he was always growing and learning, even all the way into his last days. So I've taken from that, and I realized that personal development is an ongoing thing. So it's good for us to continue elevating ourselves and getting better. And honestly, I believe that as you continue integrating and coming into our company and our team and participating and seeing firsthand how everybody else is doing it and the success that they're seeing, it'll be as simple as following those same systems and being your authentic self within those.
All right. That sounds like everything I needed to hear.
Well, thank you, Zeus. We appreciate that.
I appreciate y'all as well. I just glad to be a part of a team that's proud to be recruiters. Honestly, I'm an affiliate marketer, so that's what I like to be in, that kind of businesses. So I'm proud to be, sometime. I'm proud to be among other recruiters and affiliates as well.
Well, that's great. That's great. And that's what we're here for. We're building community. We're wanting the same things, and we're all coming together to focus on those things and work together, so that way we can accomplish it for ourselves and for each other and for everybody else that we can pull into this environment. So thanks again, Zeus, man. We really appreciate you jumping on here tonight. And for you, I mean, you showed a lot of energy, you show a lot of tenacity, and even here live on the phone, you figured it out, right? We didn't know what was happening with the mic and so on and so forth, and you endured and you got it done, and that speaks volumes as well. So I just want to appreciate you for that too.
Yeah, no problem. Like I
All
was trying to
right.
say, this is my first time being on Zoom, so yeah, it took me a minute to figure everything out.
Well, you crossed that finish line, so
Yeah, it took a minute.
congratulations. All right, so we got somebody else here. Let's see, we got some hands up. Okay, and who we're gonna call on next here? All right, so it looks like we got time for at least one or two more, and I see my lovely wife and partner has her hand up, Vernisha Hyman, and you guys may have heard the story once or twice or a few times, and you'll probably hear it plenty more. But Vernisha, she is the love of my life. She is my life partner, my business partner, my wife, the mother of my children. We've been together since our teenage years, high school sweethearts, and she completes me. Okay, again, it's my belief God created me just for her and her just for me. And without any further ado, I want to introduce her up to the call. Vernisha, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I'm just here to encourage anybody who is shy, just to do the best that you can to share your why. I am one that I'm super, super, super shy, and Shane knows that about me. I don't really like public speaking, and so yeah, I just wanted to encourage you guys to share your why. We all want to hear it. It makes everybody's day to hear your why, and yeah, that's just my extra nudge there, just to encourage everybody to do so.
Well, thank you, dear. We appreciate that. And that's some great encouragement, because we're all shy, and and even the folks who may not seem to be shy, they're shy or they're nervous or anything. I mean, let me speak from personal experience. I mean, I've been doing public speaking. I've been doing webinars and different things for many years now, right? And I'm always working on improving as well, right? Personal development is an ever going process. And even to this day, every time I'm about to get on a webinar, or if I'm doing something, live as far as on stage or something, if there's anything that I'm doing, I am nervous. I get those emotions, I get those feelings. Sometimes it's so bad where your mind plays tricks on you and tries to tell you that you shouldn't do it. Maybe just cancel, or maybe just this, or maybe just these are things that happen. But you know what? You have to push past those inner voices and impulses to not take action. And that's part of the development too, to build the confidence, to recognize your own inner voice and inner, faculties, and be your highest self that recognizes those other parts of you, and then you can make your decisions to take action based on the highest perspective of yourself, right? So, and I don't compare myself to any big celebrities or anybody, but you will hear people like Beyonce and other really, really known performers and artists that say the same thing, that they get nervous. They feel those same jitters. They feel those things, but what makes the difference is their ability to push through it and perform. So yes, I always love the encouragement. Thank you, darling, for that encouragement, and that leads right into also Bruce's support, wanting to allow some practice. I mean, guys, this is practice too. What we're doing on this Why Wednesday, this is practice, because we're just getting started here, right? I can envision eventually we will have hundreds of people. We will have a captive and captivating audience, in these type of events as we move forward. So this is just the beginning, and it could be considered practice, and nobody's held to a perfect standard. None of us are perfect. It's not going to happen. And we're not called to be perfect. We're just called to be authentic, and our authenticity is going to help other people. So I appreciate everybody's support. I appreciate everybody's encouragement to one another and to me as well. All of your kind words have I'm truly humbled by all of your kind words. And if I should ever miss a comment that you make on any of our chats or in any of our groups or anything of that nature, I just want you to know that that I love it. I love you. I appreciate all of you and all that you're doing and everything that we're going to do together moving forward. Okay. All right. So with that being said, I think we pretty much, oh no, we didn't cover it. We got a couple more people. Let's see here. Let's open it back up for Miss Candy Schultz here. All right, Candy.
Thank you so much, Shane. So I'm actually raising my hand for Ty. He wasn't sure how to raise his hand. So I just told him that I would let you know that he would like to speak. So if you could unmute Ty Young, he would like to say a little something. Thank you so much.
You are so welcome. And Ty, welcome to the call. Thank you so much.
Hi, Shane. This shouldn't be called a Why Wednesday as much as a Wow Wednesday for me right now. It's like, wow, you guys are, I mean, what you've said to me or said personally to me basically is showing a big heart towards people that lose people. And I was that one that lost a person today. And I'm not going to get into crying a lot here because I think my eyes hurt too much right now. Anyway, it brought to me what the founding people of this company is about in their heart. You know what I mean? I see it really good now for what they've offered to do. And they're going to help take care of the guy's kids by helping the account make sure it stay open and that. And I'm like, that threw me for a loop, made me cry some more. But anyway, I know a lot of people here can relate to losing somebody, or they're going to lose somebody in the future. And I'm not screaming like I'm some special person, because I know everybody is going to have to go through it or have gone through it already. And my heart totally goes out to you. I feel it 100% if it ever happened or it has happened to you. And I hope that this whole company will be able to do things that's going to help that kind of issue. And that to me is a wonderful reason to join this company. You can go tell that to your friends, what this company is about to do for me and my friend that just come up missing. His family found him dead. He's 23 years old in his house, and he has 2 kids, one little girl that's 3 years old and a baby on the way. And I feel for him because I've known him ever since he was 14, and he's come here and entertained me as a friend and cared, to say good things to me, and always happy, always uplifted me and stuff like that. And it surprised me. I got shocked. But anyway, just having that happen though caused me to see Shane and Bruce and Candy in a whole nother light, and that to me is another why, a beautiful why to join this company, this particular company. And so thank you for the time.
Wow, Ty, you are very welcome. And again, we just send our condolences, we send our support, we send our love in this time of grief. So we do. We know, guys. Things happen in life, right? And as I said, we're all gonna lose someone somewhere along the line somehow. That's just part of life, right? And it does. It feels good to know that you have support of a community, that you are surrounded with like-minded people who care, and I appreciate him encompassing this as another component in his why, because honestly, the more success that we create, the more that we can give back. And for us to be motivated in an unselfish way like that, I think can conjure up the type of energy that we need to propel us into the massive success that we know we want to generate together. So, let's give back. Let's make a difference. And you know what? We have these Why Wednesday calls. We have a lot of other events and things that we're going to do. It's not all going to be fun and games every time. Sometimes we're going to have some pain that we have to address and support each other through. So I appreciate everybody for, reaching their hand out and wanting to give some comfort to Ty and the family and so on and so forth. So you are loved. Thank you so much, guys. All right. So I see we do have another hand up, and it was really great hearing from Ernest each time that he speaks as well. So I thank you for always being willing to share. And I want to unmute you, Ernest, so that way you can have a word as well. How you doing, Ernest? All right. I thought thought I was able to unmute there. Let me try one more time. Well, I do apologize, Ernest. I'm trying to unmute you here, but we seem to have a little bit of difficulty with that. Maybe just double check your mic settings to see if.
There it goes.
Oh, there we go.
Are you getting me now?
Yes, we are, and thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you. I just made up my mind to talk. I was coming to listen, but when, as you say, your better half or your sweetheart spoke and encouraging each and everyone to speak, I said, no, it's good. I'm the kind of person that I like to be responsive and I want to be an encourager. And you made it also clear that this is kind of a practice. And I really know that the more I speak, I put in practice what Kenji always say, consistency. When you're consistent, every day, drop by bit, before you know it, you become a giant. And that said, there is this person, Rahul Gandhi, who said, a rising tide doesn't rise with people unless they have a boat, It's like LMG has given us a boat. Shane, you've given us a boat to rise in life and live a kind of lifestyle we want to live and do the things we want to do. I have standard wives. My family, my siblings are kind of a priority to me to see them live the kind of life they want to live. I also have this drive in me, to identify people who have the potential as leaders. You can impact them and they can impact a whole world of generations. A lot of people are outside there, they're kind of perishing, they're kind of in difficulties. They just need someone who will be able to encourage them and give them the opportunity, for them to do that. And I see LMG like doing us to rise. As I'm relocated, what happened? There was kind of energy that came towards the end as we were driving toward meeting the 1,000. A lot of people got a little bit confused between 1,000 objective and 1,050. You could see the energy when we were driving towards 150. A lot of people that I've been talking with, the influx was too much. I could not bear it, see how many people were struggling to register at that time. And one thing that he spoke to me was, I really appreciate what LMG is doing, is the vision they set, the goals they set before us, and we drive to a goal. And I will tell you, Kenji, tell you, Bruce, tell all the senior founders who really stood to give this opportunity that we are, that this was a great motivation because you set the first goal and we kind of hit the mark before the deadline. That alone is a powerful energy. And I just want to encourage someone also who maybe you've been facing controversy out there, or we don't need to be confrontational. We need to see ourselves as people who have come to give something to people. We've come to offer. LMG is offering something to the world. I'm part of LMG. LMG is me. So when I go out, I represent LMG now, and I'm offering something to people. So I decide to be an encourager. And I know if somebody is confrontational, I just, I forgot the name of the person who spoke. I know for sure it's Michelle. So for sure that they will certainly see it. I have one person who didn't see it before, but he called me a little while before the meeting and he was telling me, oh, I want to bring my siblings. I want to register more people. This thing is great. I attended the meeting yesterday. I saw the way, man, it was great. I said, you see? And that's it. And one last thing, I'm kind of adventurous. I'm the kind of person that once I begin to get money, I like to go do skiing and go to some kind of adventure. But there's this thing that stands in front of me when I listen to Kanji or I follow her on Facebook. I want to experience how the online stuff can bring this breakthrough. I have studied it, I have seen it. Now I have the opportunity at hand. Seeing we're able to meet the objective, the enthusiasm is there. You know, I have that why. You know, I want to see it. And thank you very much. It's great. I really look forward to that. And my entourage, they have really been energized. And I can tell LMG has something because I was able to do it. Even my household, my wife, and my kids. I have design that I put on my vision. I wrote my own and put on the wall. So my daughter saw it this morning. I said, Daddy, but I saw this. What is that chart you put in? I said, I'll explain to you. She was in school, and it already begins to spark something in them. And I tell you, I see a great future here. And you know, I don't care what anybody says. You know, if among the 20% that can make the 80% of the vision works, that's great. There, I'll follow what you're saying, Shane. We'll keep on encouraging, we'll keep on moving ahead, and we'll keep on doing it. Thank you very much.
Oh, you are certainly welcome. And you know what? Thank you very much, Ernest. Well, we really appreciate you stepping up and really, you know, showing an example of doing that practice and being inspired and following your heart and taking action. You know, the fact that you were not going to speak tonight and you felt that urge and you followed it is a great example of what we all can do. And you know, and it's not just about doing it on this call. You know, that is a life practice. You know, when you start getting in touch with your inner self, your inner being, and being able to be sensitive, you know, to that sense, that sixth sense, so to speak, and hearing it and following it. Okay, so that was very special, and we do appreciate that, Ernest, as well as we appreciate everybody who shared on the call tonight. And I appreciate you all for jumping on today and listening to this as well live. And if you are listening to this as a recording, we appreciate you as well. There's a lot of people in different time zones, and of course everybody can't jump on. So, you know, for those of you who are following this as a recording, you're special, and we appreciate you as well. Okay, so hey, this concludes another wonderful gathering of our LMGY Wednesday event. Again, we're very excited to have met and reached our goals for the founders pre-launch opportunity, and again, we'll stay busy finalizing some things as we get ready for our June soft launch. And as we soft launch, we just encourage you guys all to continue with your open hearts and your open minds and your high level of understanding. As we are not perfect, but we will work towards perfection, and we'll work together to get things done. Just to let you guys know, we're as part of our new rollout with the new back office, we'll have some more support mechanisms in place. And through those support mechanisms, it's easier to bring on more support staff and being able to scale up with that as well. It's easier to do that when you have a system that's functional and efficient. You know, so we're building to that. Appreciate everybody's patience on the support emails, and we're gonna continue building these blocks and stepping our way up all the way to the top together. So just thank you guys very much again, and we'll be back on tomorrow for our Thursday referral partner training. And I hope you guys all have a great night. Okay, so with that being said, Shane Hyman for LMG signing off, saying goodbye. God bless you all, and bye for now. We'll see you at the top.